Welcome back to the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex for Chatham-Kent Cougars football here on TV Cogeco. It's junior varsity action here under the lights tonight. The Chatham-Kent Cougars hosting the Niagara Storm. Cougars in green and Niagara in the dark colors. And Niagara going to be kicking off to the Cougars, who will receive to start the first half. This game starting a few minutes early. There is some concern of a storm coming through the Michigan area. So we're kicking off about 20 minutes early. That's a short kick. Look like they're trying to place it, and a good job by the Cougars special teams coming up to grab that live football. Heads up play there from number 55 from the Cougars, Drew Smith. Oh, pardon me, it's Nate Krieger. We have a number change tonight. That's Nate Krieger with the heads up play. So the Cougars going to start first and 10 here from their own 45-yard line. And they're going to keep it on the ground for the first play, and they've got an opening over that right side. Nice run there from the Cougars to start this one off. Ethan Bayless with the carry, number 25. Looks to be a gain of about 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs for the Cougars. Nice run there from Bayless following his lead blocker around the edge. Good seal block too right on the edge to get that corner. And a nice pickup on the first play of this football game. So as I mentioned, fresh set of downs here for the offense, and Kelton Evans at quarterback takes the snap, looking to his right. He's got a man open. That's number 5 with the reception, Jake Anderson. Nice pickup on first down there. Good job by the offensive line, giving Kelton Evans to some time to scan the field and find his open receiver. Pickup of 7 yards on first down. Looks like we have an injured player here for the Cougars. It was number 89 taking a knee, Dylan Johnson. He's walking off the field now. He wasn't down for very long, just took a quick knee. It looks like we're hearing from the field that he's got a bloody nose, so he'll have to get that tended to and cleaned up before he can come back onto the football field. While we've got this time in the football game, we've got the Niagara Storm coming in here to Chatham-Kent looking for their first win of the season, while the junior varsity Cougars have a lone win on this football season. So the trainers tending to the Cougars center, Dylan Johnson, as we mentioned, had a bloody nose. So again, a 2nd and 3 here for the Cougars on Niagara side of the football field. Kelton Evans under center, and a bobble there between the center and quarterback exchange, and
flag on the play.
That could be the difference between not having your regular center there and a new man snapping the football field. We had a flag on the field. Brief discussion here. Oh, they're going to call offside on Niagara, and that's going to result in a first down for the Cougars.
That'll spot the ball at the Niagara 39-yard line, first down.
So the Cougars have run 3 plays, and they've managed 2 first downs, so moving the ball pretty well here so far to start this football game. First and 10 now just inside the 40. They're going to keep it on the ground this time, and Niagara's defense up to the task this time. Ethan Bayless with his 2nd carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time, though. They're going to say he lost about a yard. That brings up 2nd and 11 for the Cougars offense. Kelton Evans back in the shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass, looking to his left. A nice throw out there, but just out of the reach of his intended receiver. Looks like that was Nolan Ball. That pass was intended for number 6. Wide receiver. Again, looked like a nice throw there from Kelton Evans, just a little bit too far to the outside for his receiver Ball to get his hands on it, and it falls incomplete. So 3rd and long now, 3rd and 11 for the Cougars from Niagara's 40-yard line. Shotgun formation, they're going to the air, going down the right side, and his receiver had a couple steps, Clay Shreve, but that ball just a little bit too long for Shreve to get his hands on it. Looks like maybe Shreve got tangled up with a couple of defenders there as well. So Niagara does the job on 3rd down. And it's going to be the Storm's first turn on offense now. So the Storm goes shotgun formation. And the quarterback's going to keep it. It's a design run play. So that's a 5-yard gain, looks to be on 1st down for the Storm. Number 1, Josh Bouvier, the quarterback.
Gain 5, bring up 2nd down and 5.
On that play anyway, they have him listed here as a wide receiver. Second and 5 for Niagara. They fake the handoff and they keep it. The quarterback once again. Alex Formosa with the nice tackle there to stop Bouvier from gaining any yards. So it brings up a punting situation here for Niagara. 3rd and 5 from their own 45-yard line. Good snap and punts away. Nice and high punt. Caught cleanly, and that ball's fumbled. But it is recovered by the Cougars. Eric Penny
recovers the ball.
Caught it cleanly and then took a hit just after his first step. The ball hit the turf but was able to jump back on top of it. So the Cougars, pretty decent field position here from the 40-yard line they'll start. That's their own 40-yard line. This is the Cougars' second offensive possession of this football game. Kelton Evans going under center this time. Just drops back, a quick pass outside and caught by his intended receiver, 81, Shreve. Nice job shaking a tackler and turning that into about a 16, 17-yard gain. Clay Shreve.
Stop by number 82, Keegan Keeper.
Nice call there from the Cougars offensive coordinator. Just a quick snap and throw it out to the receiver and let him try to make a play. And it was Clay Shreve doing exactly that, shaking one of the would-be tacklers who had a hold of his jersey and then picked up a nice block from a teammate and turned it into a 16-yard gain. They're going to keep it on the ground this time, and a nice run up the middle from number 25, Ethan Bayless. His 3rd carry so far in this game. A nice gain there from Bayless on 1st down, picking up 7, almost 8 yards. That offensive line doing a nice job so far. Kelton Evans has had time to throw the ball, and the ground game seems to be working as well. Evans goes under center. He pitches it outside to Kelton Evans, and he pitches outside to Ethan Bayless. No.
Ethan Bayless on the carry. Flag.
Yeah, it was Bayless. We do have a flag, though, and this is likely going against the Cougars.
Holding against Chatham-Kent.
And it is a holding call. So that brings up a second down and long. That's unfortunate for the Cougars. Had a fresh set of downs there and the nice run from Bayless, but it's brought back. So 2nd and 13 now. Evans under center. He's going to drop back and look to his right, and he's got a man out there. It's Anderson, and he's wide open, and he gets a stiff arm out there, and he's in for the score. Beautifully done. A 58-yard touchdown pass. Jake Anderson in for the score. And now Anderson reaching, it looked like he was reaching for his ankle there in the end zone. The official over to check on him, make sure he's okay. And he appears to be. He's walking off all right. So a beautiful throw and catch there. Kelton Evans to Jake Anderson, number 5. And the Cougars the first to get on the board here. Looks like it's Moabari on to kick the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Oh, and it is blocked. Looked like that kick might have been a little bit low. So the Cougars get 6 on the board. With 9:16 to go here in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Chatham-Kent in this junior varsity football matchup. Again, this game kicking off about 20 minutes early because of a storm that's allegedly headed our direction. They wanted to be sure that they got this game in before there was any chance of it getting canceled by a weather event. We'll see how that plays out in the late stages of this football game. Hopefully they are able to get this game in. The Cougars going to kick this one off. Moabari going to put the boot to it. Decent looking kick. It's high and it's bobbled by Niagara. Finally picked up by one of the up men. And
Moabari with the kick.
so it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Niagara going to start at their own, looks to be about their 32, almost 33-yard line. They go shotgun. Bring a man across the formation. They hand it off. Going to keep it on the ground. Nice gain there on 1st down. In on that tackle for the Cougars, Quentin Forgy. Number 99. Moabari also in on that tackle. That brings up a 2nd and 4 for Niagara. Going under center this time. They're going to hand it off to the up man. And looks like that's going to bring up 3rd down. That's going to be short of a 1st down, but certainly looks like it's going to be close enough that Niagara is going to be tempted to go for this one. A little bit of a breeze here on this Saturday evening at the athletic complex. Niagara going into that wind. So the Storm electing to go for it here on 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard. Certainly expect them to keep it on the ground, and they fake the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper. He looks to get to the outside, and he does have the edge, and he's got the first down and more. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the, looks to be just short of the 55-yard line, and a fresh set of downs there. Josh Bouvier, the quarterback, with the carry. He certainly looks to be a threat to run the football. We haven't seen them put it in the air as of yet. Again, Bouvier listed as a wide receiver on our sheets. So it looks to be that he does have some decent speed. Showed it there. That time they will hand it off, and he's met right in the hole. Wow, beautiful job there from the Cougars, led by number 55. It looked to be Nate Krieger swallowing him up. Great job there from the Cougars D. Second and 13 for Niagara now from just over their own 50-yard line. Oh, looks like somebody was shaken up on the football field on the far side. So we've got a bit of a delay here. Looks like it might have been somebody shaken up on the other side of the huddle that we couldn't see. After that fantastic defensive play by the Cougars, 2nd and 13 here for Niagara. They go shotgun. They're going to go to the air for the first time. Looking down the right side, there is a receiver over there, and it is overthrown, misjudged by that receiver. Number 13, Dylan Erskine, who's listed at 6 feet 162. We have a flag on the field. Roughing the passer is the call. We understand from the official it was hitting below the knees. That's a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Niagara. And that time they do hand it off on the receiver coming across the formation. We did have a helmet come off there at the end. One of the Cougars, that was Quentin Forgy, number 99, whose helmet came off. He'll have to come off the field. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7. Second and 7 now for Niagara. They are on the Cougar side of the field here at about the the 42-yard line. They fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper here. He tries that inside. Pretty good run there from number 1, Josh Bouvier. And just short of that first down. Again, about a yard short. And on this drive, we've already seen them in this similar situation go for it. So you would imagine they would go for it here once again. Called a 3rd and 1, although it looks to be more like a half a yard. They'll go under center for this one. Bouvier does. He'll drop back, hand it off to the running back, and you can hear the call from up here. It is a first down for Niagara. It was Gerard Ratu. So Jerry Ratu gets enough for the first down, and fresh set of downs now for Niagara, who started this drive inside their own 30-yard line. So this offense starting to get the ball rolling on this Cougars defense. 1st and 10, Niagara. They're going to hand it off, try the middle of that defense, and pretty good job there from the Cougars, keeping that to a minimal gain.
Here, Rafi wants to get on the carry. Done by Dylan Foster and Griffin Peltier.
Looks to be about a 3-yard gain there, a 2nd and 7 now. The quarterback going to keep it this time. Bouvier looked to get that edge, and a good job by the defense to get there and shut it down. Led by number 43 for the Cougars, Kenny Levesque. Great job by Levesque. Get up there, seal that edge, and not allow Bouvier to get outside. And now we have an injured Niagara player downfield. Well, beautiful looking evening here in Chatham-Kent. Hard to believe storm's going to roll in, but for now, right now, it is a beautiful night for football. A little bit sticky, a little bit humid, but nice breeze out there for the players. And of course, the sun will set within the next hour and a half or so. They go shotgun formation on 3rd down, looking for a receiver, and it's intercepted by the Cougars, and he's still on his feet. Looks like that's number 40. And he's still on his feet, evading a couple of would-be tacklers, finally dragged out of bounds next to the Cougars bench. That was David Nethersall with the interception. Great play by Nethersall to snuff out that drive by Niagara. And the ball going back to that Cougars offense. Niagara did have something going there again. That drive starting inside their 30. Had converted a couple of short 3rd downs. But the Cougars defense comes up with a big play, forcing the turnover. And now the Cougars offense on the field. Kelton Evans going shotgun here. We have a flag right off the bat, and that was a direct snap to Jake Anderson, who gets to the outside and is finally dragged down after a gain of about 15, 16 yards. But again, we have a flag on the field, and this one's going to be coming back, it looks like. That one was a direct snap to Jake Anderson. This flag came, it looked to be just as the ball was snapped. Oh, looks like we've got multiple fouls on that last play. Offside, Niagara, and holding against the Cougars. So those penalties will offset, and the Cougars will be in a 1st down and 15 situation.
And while we have this moment, the 50-50 people are making their way through the crowd. Don't forget to get your tickets.
Evans under center, fakes the pitch outside. They give it to the up man, and that's sniffed out by Niagara. Good defense there. Nowhere to go for Spencer Mason with the carry, number 33, his first touch of the football in this football game. we have unnecessary roughness against one of the Cougars.
Unnecessary roughness is going against Chatham-Kent.
So that's going to march the football back another 15 yards.
Second down and 30.
2nd and 30 now, the situation for Chatham-Kent. They're going to keep it on the ground. And eventually dragged down is Ethan Bayless.
Number 52, Stephen Dronjak in on the tackle.
Looks like Bayless
Ball is at the Chatham-Kent 15-yard line.
was able to pick up about
Brings up a third down.
8 yards, so well short of that first down. 3rd and 22 now. And certainly a punting situation here for the Cougars, deep in their own end at their own 15-yard line. Oh, we have a flag right off the snap. Good looking kick there from the Cougars. Well, it did
Nolan Hacker's kick sailed out of bounds. There is a flag on
did
the play.
sail out of bounds there though, and won't get the full distance or the credit for the full distance on that kick. Offside against Niagara. They'll come back and kick this one away again.
Call is offside against Niagara.
Oh, looks like the Cougars going to decline that penalty.
Penalty will be declined.
So it looks like the Cougars are happy with that kick.
Niagara will start from the Chatham-Kent 39-yard line.
And Niagara going to get the football as the breeze picks up a little bit here. They go shotgun here, Niagara does. Bring a man across the formation. They don't hand it off. They look for it. Looks like a middle screen they were trying to set up, and it was batted down by number 85
Knocked down by number 85, Tyler Johnson.
for the Cougars. Tyler Johnson wearing 85 this evening. Johnson looked like he was going up for the shot block on that one. You wonder if maybe if he had tried to catch it, might have had an interception. Make sure the pass falls incomplete, but certainly looked like a shot blocker there. Maybe a bit of a basketball player as well. They'll go to the air. Nice throw there, and that time it is caught by Josh Bouvier. That time in at quarterback was Matt Chamberlain, who is listed as the starting quarterback.
Stopped by number 22, Eric.
So funny, Josh Bouvier plays quarterback most of this game to this point with under 17 seconds to go in the first quarter here. And then Bouvier goes out to his natural position as receiver, and it's Matt Chamberlain, the regular quarterback, who throws that pass to Bouvier for the completion. Pass it outside, and it is complete. Good job on the tackle there. A sure tackle by Nolan Hacker.
Erskine. Stopped by number 44, Nolan Hacker.
And that wraps up the first quarter.
With Chatham-Kent 6, Niagara no score.
So Matt Chamberlain comes into this game for Niagara and throws a couple of passes for completions, and this Niagara offense now starting to roll, threatening to put some points on the board here as the first quarter comes to an end. The Cougars junior varsity team leading the visiting Niagara Storm 6-0 after one period of play. Looks like they're going to say that was a pickup of about 1 yard on that last play. So it looks like the ball at the 14-yard line now of the Cougars. Niagara, 2nd and 9. Going shotgun, and it is Chamberlain, Matt Chamberlain, number 4 quarterback again. Chamberlain going to the air, looking down the right side. He has a receiver who makes a nice grab.
Pass caught by Josh Bouvier.
Josh Bouvier, his hands all over the football for Niagara, and that was enough for a first down. Great catch there from Bouvier, showing good hands.
Ball is on the 2-yard line of Chatham-Kent, 1st and goal.
They're going to hand it off and try the middle of that Cougars defense. Looks like they stopped them short of the goal line.
Kyle Riley on the carry. Stopped by 99, quick and 40.
Big Kyle Riley with the carry, 6'1", 204 he's listed at, the fullback. Riley looks to be a load, and wouldn't be surprised if he got the football here again on 2nd and goal from about the 6-inch line. Although Matt Chamberlain has some pretty good size as well, listed at 6 feet, 170. The quarterback wouldn't be surprised if he keeps it, and he does. Spins into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Niagara. Their first points on the board. Niagara looking to take the lead here. They're able to convert this extra point. And that one is blocked by the Cougars. So Niagara able to block the Cougars on their first score, and now the Cougars return the favor on the extra point attempt from Niagara. So this one tied at 6s with 13-17 to go in this first half. And all of a sudden, it looks like maybe the temperature's starting to drop here a little bit. We've got some cloud cover blocking out the sun. There's some talk of a full moon up here in the booth as well that we're going to miss out on. Personally, I'm not too concerned with that. Don't too often stay up to see the moon, but nonetheless, we always hear of the crazy stories on a full moon evening, of course. Here we go, Niagara set to kick off now after that touchdown. And that kick takes a nice bounce for the Cougar return man. Looks like that's number 22 with the return. Eric Penny.
Returned by number 22, Eric Penny.
So Penny gives the Cougars decent field position here, just inside their own 30-yard line.
Looks like his own 29-yard line, first down.
Kelton Evans going under center on first down. They're going to swing this pass out to the outside. Looks like that is number 6 with the reception, Nolan Ball. Pretty good tackle on the outside there from Niagara. keeping that to a minimal gain. Bit of a shoestring tackle, or else look like ball might have a little bit of room on the outside there. Looks like they're going to mark that as just a 2-yard gain. Good job there from Niagara's defense. Brings up a 2nd and 8 now for the Cougars as they pass their own 30-yard line. Evans going under center once again, dropping back. He's going to pass, looking to his left, doesn't see what he wants. Looks to scramble and then gets rid of it. Looks like, no, they're going to call it incomplete. They're going to say that ball hit the ground. Intended for Desi Rush. But the officials say he wasn't able to get his hands underneath that football and it hit the ground. So a 3rd down and long here, long 8. And taking a look at the field position, you figure the Cougars going to punt this one away. Looks like the Cougars making a number of substitutions here for special teams. Looks like Nolan Hacker back there to punt this one. So low snap, able to pick it up, and a nice high kick. It's going out of bounds on that far side. And it does. It lands. Looks like it lands just out of bounds. Gets every last inch out of that kick. So Niagara now going to take over on their own side of the field, the 48-yard line. First and 10 now for Niagara. They've got the wind at their back now. Go under center. They're going to pitch it outside to the running back, looking to get the edge. Good job there from the Cougars defense. Not a lot of room to roam for Jerry Ratu, excuse me. Nolan Hacker in on the tackle. Good job by that Cougars D on the outside. Brings up a 2nd and just over 9 yards. Very minimal gain there on that last run. They go shotgun this time. Dropping back to pass, looking to his right. And he's got a man, but there's a defender out there, and it's intercepted by Jake Anderson. Anderson gets up to pick that one off, and he's got a lane down the left side. Pushes off a couple would-be tacklers, and eventually pushed out of bounds. But Jake Anderson, the wide receiver, also DB, makes the catch there on the interception and returns it to the Niagara side of the football field. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Niagara 47-yard line. Anderson showing those good hands on that pick. Second pick of the evening for this Cougars defense. Kel Nevins under center, and they're going to hand it to the up man. Good run there from Spencer Mason with the carry. His 2nd carry of this football game.
Gain of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
Say he picked up 6 yards there. 2nd and 4 now. Offside. We've got flags here, and one of the Niagara defenders well offside before the snap. So that's going to bring up a fresh set of downs for the Cougars. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
number 36-yard line, first down.
First and 10 now for the Cougars. Kelton Evans under center. And he's going to hand it off to the deep man. Oh, a nice run through the hole there. Bayless getting those feet up nice and high, driving those knees, and stepping over some hands there in the pile. And picks up about 9 yards on that carry. Good job there. They're going to pitch it outside here. Keep it on the ground again. A nice hole. Still running on his feet. Look, Cougars looking to push that pile. Again, Ethan Bayless pretty much carrying the load here on the ground.
Ethan Bayless on the carry.
Walk away.
Looks like there's a little bit of jawing going on down there. Coaching staff yelling at the players to get back into the huddle. Certainly the best advice. Avoid any kind of penalty. Last thing you want is a post-play penalty. Kelton Evans under center on first down, dropping back to pass, looking to the right. He's got a receiver out there, and it's Anderson trying to turn the corner. He's got the Jets. And he's in for the touchdown. Jake Anderson, number 5, his second touchdown of this football game, second receiving touchdown. It's about a 13-yard touchdown pass and reception. And for the second time in this football game, Kelton Evans and Jake Anderson connect for a score. Cougars now up 12-6. Cougars going to look to convert the extra point. This time, oh, it looks like somebody might have gotten their hands on it. And just wondering if it still made its way through or not. Oh, very good. So it did go through the uprights despite somebody getting their hand on it. So the Cougars able to convert that kick, and 13-6 now the score. So the Cougars now up 13-6. Mo Ibari kicking that one off, and a nice directional kick there, and the ball dies down for him nicely. Cougars chasing down the return man. Oh, and a good job. Nice coverage there from the Cougars. Dylan Erskine, number 13 for Niagara with the return, but good job from the Cougars special teams there. And Niagara now going to start with this football at their own 21-yard line. Oh, we have an offside on the kickoff. So that's unfortunate because that was a nicely placed kick and great coverage there from the special teams, but offside. Cougars going to be forced to kick this one over again.
They will re-kick from their own 40-yard line.
Oh, another good-looking kick there from the Cougars. This one caught cleanly, though, and will be a better return and field position for Niagara. Finally pushed out of bounds. Oh, and we have a late flag as well. Looks like this is going to be a hit out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds by Alex Formosa. There is a flag down.
This one likely going against the Cougars. Yeah, we've got an unnecessary roughness call against the Cougars. That's an extra 15 yards. Niagara going to have good field position here. They'll be on the Chatham-Kent side of the field. So that's the difference there, folks. On that original kickoff, Niagara would have had it at their own 21. Instead now, they're at the Cougars' 50-yard line. Huge difference in field position here. Niagara 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, but we have flags. They're going to blow this one dead. Looks like it's probably going to be a procedure for that whistle to come in early.
Preliminary call is against Niagara.
There it is, 5-yard penalty.
He is an offside.
Niagara just getting started too early. So now it's 1st and 15 from midfield, the 55-yard line. Going under center this time. Dropping back to pass, looking to the left for a receiver. Oh, what a good job there. Oh, fighting for the football, and it was the Niagara receiver winning that fight. Boy, oh boy. Both the defensive back and the wide receiver getting their hands on that football at the very same time. That was Moabari on the far side, had his hands on that football, but so did the receiver, and the receiver able to rip that one away. Looks like that's David Leclerc walking off the football field with the trainers. Second and 10 now from the Chatham-Kent 50-yard line for Niagara. They're going shotgun this time. Dropping back to pass, looking for a receiver. Got some pressure there up the middle from the Cougars. The quarterback's going to keep it and run it. Push out of bounds, short of the first down though. Looks like that was 44 Nolan Hacker coming up to make the tackle. Good job there from Hacker, because Matt Chamberlain looked like he had some room out there, but came up about 5 yards short, and that brings up a 3rd down. And Niagara going for it here, 3rd and 5 at the Cougars 45-yard line. They're going to pass it, looking to the outside, and looks like that's caught, and it's just going to be enough for the first down, just past the 40-yard line. Nice throw and catch there, and Niagara going to keep possession of this football. 1st and 10 now, just inside the Cougars 40-yard line for Niagara. Chamberlain takes it and hands it off. Good job by that Cougars D on the edge. 43 and 99 in on the stop. Kenny Levesque and Quentin Forgy.
Gary Raton on the carry. Stopped by 43 Kenny Levesque. And Quentin Forgy. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Second down and 7 now for Niagara. They're going to fake the handoff. Then they bring the receiver across and pitch it to him. And he's going to get enough for the first down. That's number 1, Josh Bouvier.
Pushed out of bounds by number 40, David Nethersall.
Using that speed and the stiff arm. The nice pickup.
Ball will be placed at the Chatham-Kent 25-yard line, first down.
They bring Bouvier across the formation. He was lined up as a receiver on that far side. Fresh set of downs now from the Cougars 25. They're going to throw it to the outside, and it's Bouvier with the catch. Oh, and a nice tackle there. Good sure tackle. Looked like that was 44 on the outside. Nolan Hacker. Looks like they just want to get the football into Josh Bouvier's hands any way that they can. One of the key playmakers for this offense. Ends up with a loss of about 1 yard. 2nd and 12 now, looks to be. Maybe a loss of about 2 yards. They go shotgun, going to the air. No, it's a fumble, and the Cougars have it. Fumbled on the exchange. Quentin Forgy with the recover, number 99 for the Cougars, and they snuff out another promising drive from Niagara. That's the 3rd turnover forced by this Cougars defense. They've got 2 interceptions and now a fumble recovery. That time they dropped back to pass. But then they went with the handoff, the delayed handoff, and just as the running back was looking to make his way through the line, lost the handle on the football, and the Cougars recover it. So fresh set of downs here for the Cougars offense. Oh, and a good job by that Niagara defense. Get across the line of scrimmage and stop number 23, Matt Hahn, for a gain of just about 1 yard. So that brings up 2nd and long here. Cougars with the football on their own 30-yard line. They go shotgun this time. Kelton Evans drops back, looking to his left, and he's got a receiver open. Oh, and it's long. That pass intended for Campbell Greenidge, just a hair long for number 83. There's the 3-minute warning. That was a good kick there from Nolan Hacker. That's the 2nd time he's done that, where he's pretty much landed that kick right at the sideline, getting every last little inch out of that kick. Gonna make Niagara work for it. So the Storm going to start at just over their own 50-yard line. Oh, we have a timeout on the football field. Timeout, Chatham-Kent. First timeout they've used in this half. Niagara now 1st and 10 from just over their own 50-yard line. They go under center on this one, dropping back and rolling out. They're moving the quarterback, looking for a receiver on that side. Oh, and a nice catch from number 13, despite some good defense there from the Cougars. Number 40, David Nethersole, looked like he had his hands on that football, but a good job by the receiver to pull it in and then hold on to it on his way to the ground. Brings up 2nd and 2 for Niagara. They go shotgun, they're going to hand it off. Ooh, met right in the hole there. Number 56 with the stop, Ricky O'Rourke. But just getting enough for the first down is Niagara.
That run is good enough for a first down. Ball at the Chatham-Kent 48-yard line, first down.
Ball at the Cougars 48-yard line, 1st and 10 Niagara. Matt Chamberlain going shotgun here. It's a bit of a low snap. He picks up, looks to his left, and flings it out there to his receiver, Josh Bouvier, number 1. And stopped pretty much right away. No yards after the catch really on that one. Good job by the Cougars defense, limiting Bouvier, who's been a threat so far in this game.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7.
Looks like that was a gain of about 4 yards there. Niagara going shotgun again. Chamberlain waiting the snap. And he will hand it off, going over that left side.
Gary Patel on the carry. Looks like the ball will be spotted in the Chatham-Kent 40.
Can you hear the coaching staffs yelling at the players to walk away? Maybe a little bit of pushing and shoving after that one, but no flags. So a 3rd and short here for Niagara. About a yard to go. They'll give it to the up man, and wow, that looks like that's going to be close. That one might be short of the first down.
Kyle Riley on the carry.
Big stop there from Quentin Forgy, swallowing up the running back, and from here, that one looks like it's going to be short, but I think they're going to bring the sticks out for this one. Too close to call from the field at the spot, so they'll bring the chain gang out to measure this one. From our vantage point up here in the booth, that looks to be short.
The Osborne couple is making the way
Just
around.
59.9 seconds left to go here in this first half. And they stretch out the chain, and it is short. There it is. Looks like it's short by about 3 inches. So great job there from the Cougars defense. And Niagara turns the ball over on downs. So the Cougars 1st and 10 at about their own 39-yard line. They're going to pitch it outside to Bayless. Doing a good job running that football, carrying the load here. Bayless having a good day on the ground so far. Very effective. Good job by that offensive line, clearing the way. And really a good job by the offensive line so far in this first half. Kelton Evans hasn't really had a lot of pressure. He's had a lot of time back there to scan the field for open receivers, has 2 touchdown passes, and now Kelton Evans goes in motion. They make a change at quarterback, and they bobble the snap. It's Jake Anderson, and he's dragged down for a big loss. Cougars going with a little bit of trickery there, and unfortunately backfires. Jake Anderson wasn't able to hold on to the football on that snap, and now it brings up a third and extremely long, and looks like the Cougars making substitutions here to punt this one away. Now we have a timeout, Niagara. I believe this is Niagara's first timeout of the first half. 34.5 seconds to go. 13-6, the Cougars lead this one. The lights are on now here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. As I told you earlier in the broadcast, this game starting about 20 minutes early this evening because of an impending storm coming from the Michigan area. So the Cougars looking to punt this one away, third and long. And Hacker back to put the boot to it. And it's caught cleanly by Niagara. And a good return there. Niagara going to have some decent field position. Not a lot of time on the clock though, 23.8 seconds to go.
Stop by Nolan Hacker and Connor Charles.
And Niagara going to have the football at the Cougars' 51-yard line.
Niagara begin at the Chatham-Kent 51-yard line.
Oh, looks like I believe we have a timeout now on the field. Looks like there was some confusion on the Chatham side of the football field. We had a player coming onto the field late, so the Cougars forced to use a timeout. So here we go, 23.8 seconds to go. The 51-yard line of the Cougars. Niagara has the football, dropping back to pass, looking to his right side, and oh, a good job there by number 40 for the Cougars, breaking that one up. David Nethersole gets there just as the ball gets there and able to break up that pass attempt. It was intended for Dylan Erskine. But again, a great job by Nethersole to get in there. Great timing just as the football arrives and makes that ball fall incomplete. So 19.6 seconds to go now in this first half. They go shotgun here, Niagara does. Look, quick pass to the outside to the receiver, looking to make a play, and oh, dragged out of bounds as he drops the football. Nethersole with the tackle. That pass was completed to number 6, Cody Rudder, and that will stop the clock with 13.5 seconds to go. Now at the Cougars' 43-yard line, we'll say 42.5-yard line, if you will. Third down here for Niagara. They need about 2.5 yards here for a fresh set of downs, but again, not a lot of time. Now the clock moving. Under 10 seconds to go. You got to figure they're going to the air here. And they do. Throw it to the outside. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Looks like
By number 81, Clay Tree.
oh, there is a flag. We were just talking in the booth. There is a flag on the field. Yeah, we couldn't see the flag on the field from our vantage point up here in the booth because somebody was standing in line with where it was on the field. We'll have to wait and see where this one is. Looks like they're asking if they want to accept the flag or not. Or if they just want to go to half. Okay, so they're saying the play ended before the horn.
Against Niagara. Also a timeout against Niagara.
And the penalty was a procedure call against Niagara. And then Niagara uses a timeout. I hope they've sorted that out for you. So that brings up a 3rd and about 7 yards now after the penalty for Niagara. And we have 0 seconds on the clock. So this will be the last play of the first half, pending a penalty. You have to imagine Niagara going to maybe pull out some trickery here, go to the air, try to find something to get them into the end zone. So Chamberlain going to go shotgun here. And there's the pass and the old hook and ladder, and there's a flag on the field. Yeah, it looked like that lateral went forward instead of backward. And now we have an injured Cougar on the field.
There is a flag down on this final play.
I think, yep, there's the signal. That flag was against Niagara, so it is halftime.
Flag does go against Niagara, so that does bring us to halftime.
And we'll see they're still tending to that Cougars player that's down.
13, Niagara Storm 6.
They try to go to the old hook and ladder play where the receiver makes the catch and then another receiver runs by and he just laterals it. But that lateral looked like it went forward, and that's where the flag was, so that's why the half will end with the Cougars up 13-6 in this junior varsity matchup. The Chatham-Kent Cougars hosting the Niagara Storm here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Again, the Cougars up 13-6. We'll see you after the half. Welcome back to second half action here. Junior varsity football from the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. The Cougars received to start this football game and are up 13-6 on the Niagara Storm. Set to receive here on this kickoff. And that's going to work out in the Cougars' favor. The return man, Josh Bouvier, falls to his knees and he's down at the 20-yard line. So Niagara deep in their own end to start this second half. Again, the Cougars up 13-6. Niagara with the football. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Matt Chamberlain under center. He's going to roll out to his right looking for a receiver. Oh, and that is nearly picked off. Looked like that was number 10, David Leclerc, on the far side. That ball goes right off his hands. If Leclerc holds onto it, looks like he has nothing but daylight in front of him and maybe a pick six, but does a good job breaking up that pass anyway. And now a 2nd and 10 for Niagara, deep in their own end at their own 20-yard line. It's going to be Chamberlain going shotgun. 2 receivers in motion, and we've got a flag. And he's going deep down that right side. He has a receiver. Oh my, gets one hand on it. Can't pull it in though. But again, we have a flag on the far side of the field. Looks like the official's pointing at Niagara. And the penalty is declined. It is against Niagara, the flag. It was an offside on the Storm, so the Cougars decline it with that pass falling incomplete. And that brings up 3rd and 10, and Niagara going to line up to punt this one away. 14:20 to go here, just underway in the second half. Third quarter action. Again, the Cougars up 13-6 here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Junior varsity squads under the lights here tonight. Nice treat. Niagara lining up to punt. Kick his way, it is short. And we've got flags out right away. That ball picked up by Penny and hit immediately. Not sure that I saw anybody from Niagara lined up onside with the kicker. Yeah, I believe this is going to be a no yards call. And that's exactly what it is. It looked like Niagara did try to have one man lined up onside with the kicker so that he could receive it, but looked like he was well past when that kick actually got off. So fantastic field position for their first possession of the second half for the Cougars offense. Going to start at the 35-yard line of Niagara. So it's Kelton Evans under center. He's going to hand it off to Bayless up the middle.
Ethan Bayless on the carry.
Ethan Bayless looks like he picked up about 3 or 4 on that carry. Looks like they'll call it about 3 yards, so 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
Stop by Owen Williams. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 9.
Kelton Evans going under center again here, 2nd and 7. He's going to drop back, pass it to the outside. It's got a receiver who shakes a tackle But good pursuit there from Niagara. Looks like that was Desi Rush with the reception, number 11. We'll see where they mark this one.
Up by 52, Stefan Droniak.
And looks like they're going to be about a yard short of the first down, and they're calling for the sticks here.
Official timeout as we have a measurement. And we do have a winner of the 50-50 draw, Sean Keeper from Niagara. Congratulations, that's good. Take your gas home.
All right, and a nice little treat for us up here in the booth. Sel Jordan, the president of the Chatham-Kent Cougars organization, going to join me for a quarter, he has promised. I'll just get that on the air right now, just so that I can hold you to it.
Twist my arm. It's a rubber one, I guess, right now.
That's right.
Sure.
Yeah. With 12:46 to go, that means I do get an added 2 minutes and 14 seconds into the fourth.
That's
so
right. That's right.
Just to be clear.
Hopefully we can get this in before the storm. It looks like got some coming weather here.
Yeah, the temperature's definitely dropped quite a number of degrees in the last about 45 minutes or so. And you can certainly feel it in the air. I bet it feels good, though, down on the field, because it certainly feels good up here in the booth. The Cougars going for it on third down and short. And that looks like he's got an easy first down. Kelton Evans keeping that one. Good push from that offensive line. And I was commenting earlier, Sel, the offensive line doing a really good job here so far in this game. They've really run the ball effectively, mostly Ethan Bayless, number 25, and then Kelton Evans, whenever he's dropped back to pass, really hasn't had a lot of pressure in his face.
You know what? I think Ryan Shreve is growing as a offensive coordinator, and he's understanding the beauty of play action. So he has to establish the running game to be able to do that, grind the clock out a little bit, and then from there, it's gonna help those tight ends, inside receivers be wide open. So I commend him for changing up his offense to. Oh, looks like he was short there.
That
Jeez.
Wow, surprisingly enough, it looked like at first, Kelton Evans had the first down easily, but after the mark and measurement, they say he's about an inch short, so they turned that football over on downs.
Must have used the left foot instead of the right foot there on the when they spotted the ball, but it's a little unfortunate for the Cougars.
Of course, just as I'm praising the offensive line.
Yes.
So that's
Knock on
unfortunate.
wood,
Yeah, of
here.
course.
Yep.
Can put that one on me. So Niagara going to get the football back. It's unfortunate the Cougars had great starting field position on that one.
Talking about old lines, Niagara looks like they have a good size old line.
They certainly do. 25-yard line they'll start Niagara Bull, and they'll keep it on the ground, and that's number one of the big weapons, Josh Bouvier.
Josh Bouvier keeps the ball.
Yep, Josh Bouvier going around the outside. Looked like he had plenty of blockers there, a slot, two running backs leading the way for him. And looks like he has he definitely has some get up on him.
Yeah, Bouvier, it's interesting in the first half, I think Bouvier played the entire first quarter at quarterback, and it wasn't until the second quarter that they actually brought in the individual that they have listed as their quarterback, Matt Chamberlain. So they used Bouvier, who's listed as a wide receiver at quarterback, and then Chamberlain came in the second quarter, and now it looks like Bouvier again at quarterback. So whenever Bouvier's been in there, you can expect to run, although he'll go to the air here. Good coverage there from the Cougars. Oh, what a great catch. Wow. Fantastic grab for Niagara. That was number 13 with the grab, Dylan Erskine.
And that's just unfortunate. David Nethersall had great position, and unfortunately he lost his footing, and the Storm player there had made a great play, catching that ball over top of Nethersall.
Yeah, Nethersall you mentioned, definitely had great position to make a play on that football. Just his feet looked like slipped out from under him and gave the receiver a chance to make that grab, and to his credit, it was a pretty nice catch. So Niagara gets a fresh set of downs First and 10, and they'll keep it on the ground here. Good job by that Cougars defensive line.
Yeah, that's just power football there by the Storm. They look like they got about 4 or 5 yards. Run the ball like that, they can pretty well do that all the way down the field. Defense for the Cougars are going to have to stiffen up, especially the linebackers.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 5 here for Niagara. And now it's Matt Chamberlain back in at quarterback. So he's going to go under center. Fullback and running back behind him. He's not going to hand off. Looking to pass it down the left side, and he is going deep. Oh! Boy, that was close. 2 receivers in the area and 1 defensive back. Looked like it was number 44 for the Cougars, Nolan Hacker, back there, and nearly had a pick.
Nolan Hacker is all over the field. That guy, I believe he's playing corner, DB, and anything to his side. He seemed to be calling his name all the time.
Yeah, Hacker did a great job. So a big 3rd down here. Niagara not showing any signs of punting. And again, Chamberlain at quarterback. He's going shotgun.
Check one out here.
Nice. Oh, it's picked off there by number 24 for the Cougars, Moabari.
Moabari there, very intelligent play. New number 1 was their big play player, big play player, and he stood right in front of that. Looked like he did a hook, and he jumped it.
So that is the 3rd interception now for this Cougars defense. They've also got a fumble recovery to their credit, so great job by the D of Chatham-Kent getting their offense the football and getting themselves out of some tough positions and doing a great job winning that turnover battle.
You know, and Chris Elgie, defensive coordinator there, has done a great job with this defense and has changed it up.
Kellen Evans going deep for his receiver who makes the grab. Oh, fantastic move by number 81 for the Cougars. Finally dragged down at about the 15-yard line. Clay Shreve, they're going to say he was down before that ball came out, and now Shreve a little bit shaken up at the end of that play after he was tackled.
Wow, that was a great play by Craig Shreve. It looked like it was like a fade stop. He came back to the ball, caught it at the highest point, and made a great move coming back inside at 81. I wasn't sure if that was Terrell Owens or if that was Craig Shreve, or if that was Clayton Shreve.
Yeah, Clay Shreve, did a great job. Yeah, that 81 does kind of have that body type to him. Looks like he's a pretty big receiver out there.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Terrell Owens.
But got tackled from behind, and sometimes that can lead to injury if the player is not expecting it. So I think he'll probably be fine here. He probably hopefully just has a cramp.
Yeah, sometimes land on that football too, right in your midsection, and can really knock the wind out of you.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
There he is. He just pops right back up off the field.
Now, I was just saying earlier, Chris Elgie has done a great job with that defense. He's actually changed it up. He's been coaching Pee Wee and Bantam there. They've won championships with Kevin the last couple years, and that's been 4-down football. But now with junior football, it's 3-down football. They got to play for the pass, and you can see they've changed it up. They have a 3-man line now. It gets an extra defensive back, and it's definitely paying dividends here in this game.
So the Cougars first down now and 10 from the Niagara 15-yard line. Cal Evans going to go under center here.
Take a look at Jake here. Nope,
and they'll hand it off to Bayless, the deep man. And we have a flag on the far side of the field.
Hand off to Ethan Bayless. Flag on the play.
How that was thrown looked like some sort of offside. It's just a matter of where they're going to point. Oh, looks like it might be against the Storm.
There it is. So that offsides call going against Niagara. That's a free 5 yards for the Cougars.
first down and 5.
A lot of plays in the playbook for 1st and 5, so see what offensive coordinator Mr. Shreve has, Ryan Shreve has here in store for the Storm. Great time for a play-action pass here.
Yeah, agreed. And they will hand it off to Bayless. He's going to try the right side and a nice push up front.
Ethan Bayless on the carry.
Solid play, perfect lead. Probably got about 7-8 on the play there, and now we're leaving him in 1st and goal.
And we've got a Niagara player now down.
Injury timeout on the field.
That was a great push. One of the linemen there that definitely was leading the charge there was Trevor Brown, number 75. Looked like he's gone off and take a blow here, but looked like they ran right behind him and got a good push.
You know, it just, when you have a strong offensive line, it just makes everything so much easier when it comes to running the football and passing the football, both facets. If you have a strong offensive line, it just makes everything that much easier.
Oh, absolutely. Totally agree. The O-line, I'd say for the offense, especially in 3-down football, is probably the mainstay for any team. If you have an O-line that definitely can give some protection, get you some holes, and then if you have some athletic O-linemen that would be able to pull, be able to zone block, you know, the playbook opens up quite a bit for the offensive coordinator. So we don't call their names a lot, but they probably are the glue to the offense.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing sexy about the offensive line, and sometimes that's the way they like it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, good to see a good round of applause there for the Niagara player being helped off the field now.
Yeah, that O-line, they look like mushrooms. They stay in the dark room and not get recognized, but they put a lot of work in, that's for sure. Yeah, it's nice to see him, that Storm player coming off the field. Hopefully he just got a cramp there.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't like to see is when one of the players isn't putting any pressure on the leg there. So hopefully, as you said, just a cramp. So the Cougars, fresh set of downs here on that last strong run from Bayless, and 1st and goal now from what looks to be about the 2 or 3 yard line.
How the O-line's doing, maybe just run the ball again. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna get bounced outside, and looks like he might get in, and it is in for the touchdown. That's number 33, Spencer Mason.
Yep, and a great play there. You know what? That's a staple play for Ryan Shreve. He loves handing it to that fullback, and the fullback pretty well does a search play. He didn't see anything inside, bounced it outside, and was quick enough and strong enough to get to the edge and get a touchdown.
Yeah, nice job for Mason there. As you mentioned, pressed the inside, didn't see anything there, and used his athletic ability to get outside.
Yeah, and that's a good term there. He actually, like exactly what he did, pressed the line, and I think he, in a way, set up his blocks for the O-lineman, then for him to get to the outside.
So the Cougars going to look to convert here on the extra point. And good job there. 2 for 3 now on that extra point for the Cougars.
That was a great catch there by Clay Shreve there, catching that ball, putting it down. Some of those kind of things go unnoticed, but that was a high snap. He brought that down, and the kicker didn't have to lose any timing at all. He brought that down for the extra point.
Second good catch of that scoring drive for Clay Shreve, if you remember, was hauled down after that nice long catch and run earlier in the drive. So with 8:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Cougars now take a 20-6 lead.
This is a nice treat for the JV team. Usually we have our varsity team play at night, but the JV teams got their opportunity, and they're making the most of it for sure.
Yeah, nothing like playing under the lights. It really is a lot of fun, gives you that extra boost.
Everyone should have that on their bucket list, playing football under the lights, absolutely.
The Cougars kick this one away. Oh, and it's bobbled. Niagara will pick it up. Oh, and then slips and falls. Second time we've seen that from a Niagara return man, slipping and falling after receiving the kickoff. So
yeah, it looked like he was just a little anxious there. Great kick by Moabari. Mo's really been putting his foot in some of these kickoffs and has been putting Cougars in a great field position, having the ball in a tough spot for Niagara to return. They have to move their feet quite a bit to be able to catch that ball. Looked like that was outside the hash and exactly where you'd want it for a kickoff. Excellent job there by Mo Abari.
1st and 10 now for Niagara at their 25.
Oh, got a player coming in late.
Matt Chamberlain under center. He's going to roll to his right and look for a receiver, and he's got one, and it's looks like it's Josh Bouvier there with the reception, number 1.
You know, that was a nice play by the Storm. A little rollout. It might have distracted the defensive backs and caught them dead-footed. And number 1 there, Bouvier, he just continued on with the streak, and the quarterback hit him in stride. Great play by the Cougar defensive back there to actually to be able to catch him, because that kid is very quick.
Yeah, and it looked like the defensive back on that side, too, had pretty good position on the receiver, Bouvier, but Bouvier able to make the snag and then get some extra yards after the catch. 1st and 10 now for Niagara on the Cougar side of the football field. They're going to put it on the ground this time, and not a lot doing there. It looked like that was Quentin Forgy, number 99, with the stop.
That was an excellent play there by Forgy and Formosa. Both of them double teamed on that running back. It looked like it could have bounced it and made a big play, but pretty well got him right on the line of scrimmage. And for 3-down football, that's a huge play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the Chatham-Kent 40-yard line. Chamberlain in shotgun formation, drops back, looking down that right side. Oh my! Nearly dropped it on a dime. His receiver, looks like it was number 13 out there. Dylan Erskine got a hand on it, but just couldn't pull it in.
Great coverage there. Very, very tight coverage. Quarterback actually put it in a great spot where his only receiver would be able to catch it. But very close coverage and probably distracted the receiver enough to be able to make that play incomplete.
That brings up a 3rd and 10 now from the 40-yard line.
Very good pressure there by the 3D lineman also, considering only 3 guys.
You're going to roll to the right again. Chamberlain looking for a receiver. Hard to tell from here. Looks like they're going to say that catch was made.
Oh.
Boy, let's see what kind of spot that is, too. That's going to be close. Again, that was 3rd down. Boy, that wow, and they're saying that's a 1st down.
Jeez. That was a nice execution there by the Storm. Little rollout. Kind of reminded me of the run and shoot back in the day. And Jim Kelly there, the trigger man, hit his inside receiver. It looked like on an out, and just enough for a 1st down.
Certainly wasn't Andre Ware.
No, definitely wasn't Andre Ware. We're dating ourselves, aren't we?
Dylan Erskine being told that with the reception there, number 13 on the far side. Chamberlain dropping back to pass it, going to the air again. That one going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Josh Bouvier on that far side.
Yeah, and you can see the Cougars are now starting to key on their best player, which is their number 1. They look like they had about 2 or 3 Cougars around that. There's no way he was going to get a completion there. Good job by the Cougar defense corralling that play.
Yeah, certainly most of the ball is going in the direction of Bouvier and Erskine, number 13. Seem to be the big playmakers so far for this Niagara squad. 2nd and 10 now.
Big play here.
Chatham-Kent's 30-yard line. They'll go shotgun. Chamberlain dropping back to pass again. He's going deep down that right side. Oh my, looked like a bit of a push-off there, and we do have a flag. They're going to say he was in for the touchdown. They did signal touchdown, but we do have a flag. Not sure if it was a push-off from the receiver.
Looked to me there was a 2-hand push by the Storm wide receiver.
That's a terrible call!
Looked like a good call to me from where I can see it, but
Yeah.
don't want to be a homer. But
If any of the fans watching at home, you may have heard a fan from the stands yelling terrible call, but certainly from our vantage point, it looked like a push-off from the receiver up here.
definitely. And I know Jeff Brooks does a great job with our replays. I'm sure he's going to have a replay of that, and you can see it right there on that two-hand push on the replay. Excellent call by our referees.
Yeah. And just to note, the fan who's yelling about that is only in the first row. We are at the very top of the stand,
That's
so we
right.
do have a pretty good vantage point. They're setting up the screen pass here. Oh, my. Oh, and it is knocked down, and now we have a penalty.
Oh no.
And now we have a second penalty thrown after the play, and I just wonder if maybe they're going to say it was an ineligible receiver on the first flag. And then the second flag, obviously you got to be thinking objectionable conduct here.
Might have been a late hit, but it was tipped, and defenders usually are told after a tip everyone's fair game. So we'll see. The referees are kind of meeting here.
Yeah, and interesting enough, too, that was number 85 who was knocking that ball down, Tyler Johnson. And earlier in this game, Johnson knocked down another screen pass in basketball style, if you will. Looked like he was going up to block a jump shot. Oh, the flag there, illegal contact on the Cougars.
So I think what happened there was the defense maybe made a hit on a player that didn't receive the ball or was standing around the pile, and maybe knocked down an eligible receiver before the ball got to him.
Yeah, I know that coaches will tell a defensive lineman, find that running back if you know if it's a screen pass and you can't get to a spot to make a tackle. Just hold up that running back.
That's right.
Just don't get caught doing it.
That's right. Well, Peter Cralo's right on top of it. Won't get much past him, so that was a good call by him there. But Cougars are in good spot here, third and down, I think.
It is third and long. They're going to the air, and that ball falls incomplete. Good defense there from the Cougars, though. And that ball is going to be turned over on downs.
Alex Mimosa breaks up the pass.
I have to go give a lot of kudos to Chris Elgie and Kevin Pugh changing up their defense. They love the blitz generally, and now they got three-man line coming through. They're still getting pressure, but they have 9 defenders to stop the pass, and it's very tight windows right now.
Excuse me, this is third down now. Apologies.
Nope. Okay.
I read it as third down the last play, but
After that penalty, must have been automatic first, I guess.
so it's third down. They're going to punt this one away. Good-looking punt there. It's going to be picked up cleanly after the bounce by the Cougars, and now some room to roam down that far side. Oh, finally dragged down. Number 22 with the return. That was Eric Penny. Looked like Penny could go.
Yeah, he looked like he was one tackle away from taking it. Heard a lot of great things about Eric Penny this year, playing on defense here, special teams. He's doing extremely well. Strong player for the Cougars this year.
So Penny gives the Cougars strong field position here and does a good job getting that ball out of the end zone area. I'm going to pitch it outside to Bayless, cuts it back inside. Some good hitting down in there in the trenches.
Bayless, he's a tough runner, isn't he? He could have maybe taken that outside. I'd say some younger running backs would try to string that out, maybe get only 2 yards. He put his head down, went north-south, got himself a good 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, and you'll take that over, any kind of a loss, whatever. Always, and I find with Bayless too, always seems to be falling forward.
Absolutely.
Which is really nice.
Yes.
Second and down here for the Cougars. They fake. Oh, they do give the handoff. Had me fooled, and it's Bayless over on that far side. Good job by Kelton Evans. had me fooled. I thought he still had the football, and he rolls out to this side of the field. Well, he did hand it off to Bayless, and Bayless takes it for a nice gain and enough for the first down.
You know, Ryan Shreve has got a lot of confidence when he's running the ball with 2nd and 6. And he just went off the left side there. It's got a strong O-line, running back, fullback, and we're just playing, you know, smash mouth football. And it was an excellent play call. Caught the Storm off guard.
Kelton Evans under center here, and a little swing pass.
Oh, jeez.
That's too bad. That pass caught by number 6, Nolan Ball, just lost his footing there, and we do have a flag.
Nice catch there by Nolan. I think he had to reach a little for that, and that's hence why he stumbled. Good job holding on to the ball and not causing a turnover. But I'm not sure the O-lineman might have lost their orientation where the ball was, and looked like they might have held on the defensive end there.
Yeah, holding call there. That marches the Cougars back 10 yards. So 1st and 20 now from just over their own 40-yard line. They're going to fake the handoff. Kelton Evans rolling out under some pressure, and that ball knocked down. The pass intended for Jake Anderson, but it's the first time we've really seen any pressure on Kelton Evans in this football game, and maybe forced a bad throw there, knocked down by one of the Niagara defenders.
Yeah. Kelton did the best he could with that. There was a player right in his face. He might have had a little time if he was able to step up into the pocket, because Jake probably still would have been open on the outside, but he had to rush it and didn't get a lot on that ball.
2nd and 20 now for the Cougars here. Yeah, that's going to be offside. That was pretty obvious there, that one.
Yeah, it was a mental error there. We're going backwards a bit here.
Yeah, just when the Cougars looked like they had something going, a couple penalties and knockdown pass, and now they're looking at 3rd and 25.
Yeah, not a lot of plays in the playbook for 2nd and 25. But
oh, excuse me, 2nd and 25. Yes, yeah. Apologies. 2nd and 25. Yeah, need somebody to step up and make a big play, really.
Yep. Well, one play I know they could do is a fade. See if that's or a screen. Oh. On sportsmanlike, I guess they're.
Oh boy. So we had an offside and an objectionable conduct call. So, 2nd and 36. You want to talk about the plays being limited for 2nd and 25?
I don't know. I would throw to number 5 here, hopefully on a wheel. But no, they give it to the fullback. Okay, pick up some of it.
Yeah, I think it looks like just kind of accepting the fact that that's a pretty tough position. Get as many yards as you can, and then punt this one away.
Yep. No, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Almost a draw. Might have caught him off guard. Probably wouldn't have been hard to get the first down, but definitely pick up some of those yards back and get some positive yards out of this drive.
With 1:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Cougars up 20-6 over Niagara. Again, this is junior varsity football on TV Cogeco.
Oh, hopefully we punt it away from number 1.
Looks like that's the plan. Good directional kick there and a nice bounce.
Okay.
So it looks like Niagara going to start right at about midfield.
A smart play there by Nolan. You know, Cougars are getting a little tired. You know, we can't afford to have a big play. We got a comfortable lead. Let's just kick that out of bounds and let our defense do our work.
Yeah, because the defense certainly has been playing outstanding so far in this football game.
See if Chris LG will maybe start to blitz a little bit more or just rely on his 3-man line here.
Chamberlain's going to roll outside and look for a receiver. And that, oh my, what a catch. That was nearly picked off by the Cougars. Looks like that was Josh Bouvier, number 1 again, with the reception. Boy, it looked like one of the Cougars defenders might have had his hands on it.
Josh made a great play on that. Looked like he kind of backhand caught that just before the sidelines, tippy-toed in, and looked like he picked up a good 8 on that play. I think Cougars, though, would be okay about giving away those outs and then take a chance and maybe pick one off. So we'll see if they start to sniff that out soon. Oh, here comes a reverse.
And yeah, they're going to bring a reverse with Bouvier coming across the formation. Oh, good. Oh, my. I'm surprised. Look like. And there's the horn for the third quarter. Some pretty good hitting down there on that play. You could hear that one all the way up here in the booth. Good job by that defense in their pursuit of Bouvier.
Yeah, Mo Abari looked like he was going for the kill shot there, boy. He just grazed Bouvier and made a good stick, but Bouvier did well enough to get the first down.
Looked like that one was going to be close to maybe a helmet on helmet, but no harm, no foul, no flag on the field. So a fresh set of downs here for Niagara. And they're going to play action again, roll to the outside.
Oh.
There's number 1 again, Josh Bouvier.
Matt Chamberlain's pass is complete to Josh Bouvier.
I have to give credit to the Storm coaches here. They are seeing a bit of a weakness. 3-man line is doing well, getting pressure up the middle, but they have no contain right now, so the quarterback's doing some play action. He's rolling out. He's got a lot of time, a lot of vision, and is able to see anything in front of him over there. And even though they have 9 covering, it's still a very difficult play. So we might have to bring some pressure around the edges to contain that quarterback or to catch him off guard.
And to his credit, Matt Chamberlain's done a pretty good job throwing the football on the run, rolling out of the pocket and finding his open receivers.
Yeah, definitely. That is a hard skill. And if you have a quarterback that's able to do that, you'd want to keep him around for sure.
So the start of the fourth quarter here, the Cougars up 20-6. First and 10, Niagara at the Cougars' 25-yard line. Chamberlain goes under center. They're going to hand it off to the deep man. Good job in the middle of the line there. Looks like it was Alex Formosa with the tackle.
Yeah, Alex Formosa came there from his outside linebacker spot, snuffed out the run, and made a good tackle. But the running back had a lot of momentum and was able to drag him for a couple yards, so it's 2nd and 5.
Now at the Chatham-Kent 20-yard line. Chamberlain going shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Oh, and he's got some room over that left side. Maybe the best run we've seen so far from the running backs for Niagara. Gain of over 10 yards, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Niagara.
Yeah, the D-line there is spread out a little wider. They had the D tackles over top of the O tackles. Made a big hole in the B gap, and linebackers were slow to fill.
So 1st and goal here from about the 5-yard line for Niagara. Oh, and they bobble the snap. Chamberlain's got it. He's scrambling. Oh, and he's going to be, oh, and he fumbles the football. And the Cougars have recovered it.
Fumble on the play.
Boy, Matt Chamberlain right now wishing he had held on to that football, but tried to keep the play alive, make something out of nothing, and it turns into a turnover, and the Cougars will take it over.
Ricky O'Rourke there was a man possessed. He jumped over players. He shed blocks and smelt that ball. Saw the quarterback was in trouble and was like a heat-sinking missile after that quarterback forced the fumble. And then obviously guy that's always around the ball, Mr. Hacker there, was on the ball, Johnny on the spot.
So a promising drive for Niagara, looking to get within one score. The Cougars turn the ball over. The Cougars forcing the 5th turnover of this game and get that ball back to their offense. Kelton Evans in shotgun, going to the air, looking for his receiver over the middle, and it's got it.
A dangerous pass there, really, with the lead there, but they were very comfortable with that play. Great catch there by Spencer Mason, and a nice pitch and catch for 5 yards.
I believe it's the first time we've really seen them throw in the middle of the football field there, short yardage. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hand it off. Nice stop and start again from Spencer Mason, and that's enough for a first down. Nice job there from Mason, reading what was in front of him. Originally looked like he was going to that right side, then stopped, saw things open up on the other side, and cut it back.
Mason showed us a lot there, a lot of patience, saw the hole open up, and the fullback led to the right, and he decided, you know what, I'm going to take it to the left. The linebackers flowed a little too quickly, and he put his head in there and fell forward for a first down.
Oh my, obviously some miscommunication there. Kelton Evans wasn't even ready for the football, and it was snapped, hit him right up in the face mask. Looked like they were going on first sound, or at least the center thought he was.
Yeah, the center definitely thought it must have been first sound. We'll have to look at that replay again, but couldn't tell if the O-line was moving already or not.
Well, you've already added a lot of work to Jeff Brooks' work list. That's 2 replays you've requested.
That's right.
Kelton Evans going to drop back to pass, and he's got a receiver open with a couple steps. Another big reception for big number 81, Clay Shreve, and that's easily a first down and more.
Oh, Ryan Shreve is having his way with everyone right now. He's doing a great job play action. I think Kelton does a great job hiding the ball on that play action pass, and then sometimes that pass is the hardest pass to throw, a wide open receiver. He put it in a spot where he'd make sure that he would make the catch, and could have let him maybe a little bit more for a touchdown, but made sure of it. Great throw.
So Clay Shreve with the big catch, and the Cougars get a fresh set of downs. They hand it off to the up man this time.
There's no sound, I didn't think.
Yeah, Brendan Marr carrying that one.
It might have been a tap and go there, but caught the Storm off guard, got 4 yards. See the Storm look pretty tired. A lot of hands on their waists. A lot of the players, short bench. Cougars are wearing them out.
Yeah, it's another advantage having a strong offensive line. If you can really push some people around when it gets late in the games, that's where it really pays off.
Brendan Marr with the couple-yard gain. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
So Brendan Marr with consecutive carries.
No, you think Ryan Shreve knew that they were going to go for it on 3rd down with him, running the ball with the fullback. So now we got about 3rd and 5.
Kelton Evans goes shotgun, looking to his left. Nothing there. He's got some pressure. Tucks and runs to his right. And not sure if he had enough for the first down. We'll have to wait for the mark here. The mark has him as having enough for a first down. We do have a Niagara player down. So good job there from Kelton Evans. Was dropping back to pass, looking to his left and felt the pressure in his face. Tucked and saw some space over to the right and was able to get enough for the first down.
Yeah, great job there by Kelton. I was a little scared. It looked like he might have stepped out of bounds a little early, but he's a smart kid and knew where that first down marker was and got just enough to be able to get that first down. Did a nice job looking, at the whole field, looked at the left side, looked like the play might have been designed there. Got a 20-6 lead, so didn't want to take any chances and pulled that ball down and ran to the right-hand side there and did a great job.
Yeah, 9:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Cougars up 20-6, and as we mentioned, a player down on the field. Looked at like that might be number 59, Owen Williams, for Niagara. Okay, good to see the player now up and walking off under his own power. Again, that's Owen Williams. So a fresh set of downs after that run from Kelton Evans.
Well, this plays at the Niagara 21-yard line, first down.
21-yard line. You remember this drive started with the Cougars forcing a turnover deep in their own end and have now got something going on offense with 9:03 to go and counting here in this football game. Under center, Kelton Evans fakes the handoff. Great play action. Goes to the end zone to Anderson, and it is a touchdown. Jake Anderson with his third touchdown of this football game, and a beautiful throw and catch. The Cougars go up 26-6. And we do have a flag on the play now.
There is a flag down.
Oh, that is against Niagara. It's unnecessary roughness
Niagara.
after the throw from Kelton Evans.
What a great play there by Kelton Evans. Great play action. Hid the ball from the defense. There was one corner linebacker that might have smelt that play with his responsibilities. He came forward, but it was way too late. And a nice pitch and catch to his favorite receiver there. And
Looks like we got some offsides here from Niagara.
pitch and catch with Jake Anderson.
Yeah, Jake Anderson and Kelton Evans having a big night here. 3 touchdowns they've connected for. The hat trick.
Why would you blow that down? Let them play it out. Offside on Niagara.
And I'm sure we can expect those two to be a good connection at the next level as well. I understand they have a great chemistry, Kelton Evans and Jake Anderson. They've played football together for quite a number of years and obviously have developed a chemistry.
Yeah, they're both going into grade 11, both over at McGregor. And you believe that they're going to have be very successful at the varsity level, playing for at least 2 years, if not 3.
So consecutive offsides here on the extra point. Oh, and that one is no good.
Lowest point after attempt is no good.
So the Cougars remain up by 20 with the score 26-6 with 8:50 to go here in the fourth quarter of this junior varsity football matchup at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Again, Mike James here, joined by Sal Jordan, president of the Chatham-Kent Cougars organization. Jeff Brooks on the camera.
Thanks, guys. You know what? I appreciate you guys helping out. I really do. And doing a top-notch job here. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Sal adding that now just because he knows he's already added to Jeff Brooks' workload.
Yeah. Brooksy's doing a great job on the camera as usual. Producer of the whole thing. Does a great job with the highlights and replays. Appreciate it.
And I wasn't aware that we could request highlights and replays, Jeff, so You can expect that during future broadcasts. So the Cougars kicking this one off. Good kick there and received cleanly from Niagara. Pretty good return there.
Kyle Riley on the return, number 31.
Yeah, number 31, Kyle Riley with a pretty good return. Riley, the fullback, 6'1", 204. He carries a load. We've seen him push the pile a couple times in this game.
Yeah, good contact courage there by the Cougars for sure. You see a big fullback with a head of steam. Sometimes people will make a business decision and maybe step out of the way of that, but we had probably about 6 or 7 players around the ball.
Defensive back's worst nightmare right there. Fullback with a full head of steam.
I'll never forget when Deion Sanders said that. It was a business decision to hold on to that wide receiver while that fullback's coming around the corner and doesn't want to put his head in there. But Cougars definitely have contact courage and brought him down like a pack.
Looks like maybe Christian Bourbonnais down on the far side of the field being tended to by the trainers.
Got the best sports medic one can have as a volunteer. You got Dr. Pepper there. You know that he'll be able to take care of any situation that's on the field. He's seen many situations, emergency rooms, and that over at the hospital here. So we're very fortunate to have him.
Certainly, and for any viewers that aren't familiar with Dr. Pepper, that is actually his name.
Yeah,
Sel's not trying to be funny.
That's right.
I remember the first time I heard Dr. Pepper's name, and I laughed. I thought somebody was joking.
Yep. No,
and I can't imagine how many jokes he's heard.
He's heard over the years, yeah.
Good to see the Cougars player now up. And that is, in fact, number 41, Christian Bourbonnais, being helped off the field. They go shotgun. They're going to go to the air here. Niagara going deep, too. Good coverage there from the Cougars. Number 11, Desi Rush, step for step with the receiver. And that pass to the outside. I think the receiver was looking for that ball to go inside, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, great coverage there by Desi Rush. It was a fade pattern. I think technique-wise, he did a great job. Made sure that the receiver was inside of him, turned to the ball, and it really would have been difficult to make a play on that. That would have been a perfect pass.
Looked like some pressure also coming from Evan Woolsey off the edge. So
yes,
that certainly didn't hurt. So Chamberlain going to drop back to pass again, looking to the outside. Ooh.
He's holding his arm.
Yeah, we've got a flag there. Yeah, that was going to be likely against the Cougars. Looked like it was maybe Nethersall that had a hold of the receiver's jersey there as the ball was intended.
No, Nethersall had good position, and I'd say good coverage on that. Might have caught him off guard because he had such good coverage. Sometimes you don't believe the quarterback would actually throw it, but he was probably looking over at the wide receiver, was surprised and saw that the ball was in the air, and just did what was natural, just snatched and grabbed onto the receiver.
Pass interference called up against Chatham-Kent.
So the pass interference call results in a first down
29-yard line, first down.
at their own 29-yard line. Niagara, 8:04 and counting to go here in this football game. The Cougars up 26-6. Oh, it looked like the ball might have been tipped on the way out. Far side, good tackle there by Eric Penny, number 22 for the Cougars.
Yeah, I really like what the Cougars defense is doing here. They're letting everything, catching the ball in front, nothing dangerous, and then rallying to the football. So this is a very good tactic here by the coaches of the Cougars, and the players are executing it brilliantly.
The other thing that's really impressed me from the Cougars defense perspective, not only all the turnovers that they've created, but whenever somebody seems to make a play for Niagara, makes a catch, they're tackled immediately. You don't see those yak yards, the yards after the catch. And there's another good example of the runs as well. First contact, it seems like the players are going down for Niagara. The Cougars not giving up a lot of second chance yards.
Yes, absolutely. You know what? Kevin Pugh is a guy that loves to live in between the tackles. A lot of his practices I see, there's a lot of funnel drills, a lot of fundamentals on tackling and blocking. And, you know, the Storm is not going to have an easy go of it running in between the tackles. That was excellent combination tackling by the two inside linebackers and outside linebacker on that play.
Chamberlain going to the air again. He's feeling some pressure. He's going to air it out. He does have a receiver down there. Oh my, what a great catch that time. Leaping grab by Josh Bouvier, number 1. And it looked like Eric Penny might have had a beat on that ball, but just didn't quite gauge it right. And Josh Bouvier able to get his hands on it and pull it in.
Josh Bouvier is all over this field, and they have a very good connection there between their quarterback and number 1. Cougars are going to have to look to maybe double him right now.
5:50 and counting here in the fourth quarter. And Niagara moving the football. And they're going to keep it on the ground. It's Bouvier taking the direct snap at the quarterback position, and he takes a good lick there.
Direct snap to Josh Bouvier. Eric Penny and Alex Mosley on the stop.
Ricky O'Rourke coming in to clean up that play. We've seen O'Rourke lay a couple of big hits here today. Big number 56 for the Cougars.
Mr. O'Rourke is the glue of the defense there in the middle. He will not allow any runs to get past the line of scrimmage without him getting his hat on it. He reads extremely well, and he did a good job there with the ball going around the outside.
Oh, good run that time from Niagara. Big number 31, Kyle Riley, 6'1", 204, the fullback, rumbles through the line.
Yep.
That's definitely his best run of the game.
Cougar defense has been bending, but we'll see if they will break here. They've been doing a good job. This is where they usually make their money.
Oh, Josh Bouvier, number 1.
Ooh.
Oh, there's O'Rourke again. Just as we mentioned a couple plays ago, we've seen Ricky O'Rourke lay a couple big hits. You can add that one to the highlight list, perhaps worth a replay.
Absolutely. That Ricky came down low, downhill, and literally took out their best player.
Happy to say it's the first replay I've ever requested.
That's part of Ricky's highlight film right there.
Decent run there from Jerry Ratu.
Cougars going to have to dig in here. No, they wouldn't want to score here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. See what they have in store, if they are going to look to blitz or not.
And it's Josh Bouvier just taking the direct snap, and he muscles in for the touchdown. Big number 1.
Hey, this Storm, they're not going to go away. They got a lot of heart, and they got a lot of players here playing both ways. But that was a nice play, a good search by that O-line, and Bouvier, they're leaning forward and scoring.
Yeah, Bouvier lining up at quarterback, a couple plays there at the end of that drive, and pushes that one in over the goal line. It's 26-12 now with Niagara going for 2 points. Chamberlain fires it outside looking for, guess who, Josh Bouvier. That one falls incomplete.
2-point attempt pass falls incomplete.
Oh, it was a very good drive by the Storm. Might have ate up a lot of clock, though. to the Cougars' advantage, but I think they'll have to get the hands group out and get ready for that short kick here.
Yeah, no doubt. Trailing by 14 points, Niagara. Certainly one of the positives, one of the many positives in this game is the Cougars have been able to move the football and successfully on the ground. If they can get this this football back and need some time off the clock, get a couple first downs, that'll certainly help their cause up 14 here with just 3:15 to go in this football game.
Yes, absolutely. You know what? The O-line has been making life a little easier for the offensive coordinator, Ryan Shreve. They're able to get 4 or 5 yards of crack. That sets up the play action. That sets up the deep pass. And I think these are things that the Cougars do extremely well, and I think they might have got their groove here on offense.
So as you mentioned, maybe a bit of a squib kick here, or a nicely placed kick, and that's what they go for. Recovered cleanly by the Cougars, though. Good job there by one of the up men to get his hands on it.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by special teams. The front wall allowed that ball to go to the second level. No point in hitting a ball that's going 100 miles an hour. Let the players behind make the catch like a shortstop. Caught that ball, went down the side as far as he could, secured that ball with 2 hands.
Also got a decent bounce there. That really helps when you get that, when it kind of bounces right up into your chest.
Absolutely. Yeah, a Cougar bounce. They call those the Argo bounces, but there's a Cougar bounce there for sure.
First and 10 now for the Cougars from their own 45. Oh, looks like we had some movement there, and they're going to say it was the Cougars that drew Niagara.
Flags on the play.
So 5-yard penalty against the Cougars.
And sometimes a bit unfortunate because a play like that, even though it was just a 5-yard penalty, looked like the receiver had a lot of room there and would have caught the Storm off guard with their blitz. See if they go back to that play.
So first and 15 here. And they will to the other side of the field. And that time making the grab was Clay Shreve.
Pass complete to Clay Shreve.
So they get that 5 yards back from the penalty, and we'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yep, get back pretty well to the line of scrimmage there. I think that's a safe play. Nice hitch pass to a reliable receiver. Put a couple blockers out in front. Got 5.
This is where you'd like to see the Cougars convert, get a first down, and be able to keep that clock running. You're going to keep it on the ground. Bouncing it to the outside there, and then fighting in through the middle. Looked like that was Matt Hahn with the carry.
That was a nice strong run there by Matt Hahn. Took it around the outside, glided to the off tackle, put his head down.
Third down and 6.
They got about 4 or 5 on that play.
And the Cougars special teams will come on to the field here with 2:21 to go. The pace to this football game slowing down a bit. Again, the Cougars have a 14-point lead, 2:21 to go and counting now. Two return men back for Niagara. Ooh, looks like that one went off the side of the foot. Oh. And a good tackle there from Nolan Hacker.
Great when your punter is probably the leading tackler. Came in there like a heat-sinking missile and made a nice form-fitting tackle as a punter.
Yeah, that was a really nice stick, wasn't it? Good form, got right down there. head up, nice wrap, good contact, drive the legs. We did have a flag come in. Just wondering if they just wanted to clarify, make sure it wasn't a no yards, make sure it was the punter.
Either that or, geez,
because it did seem to come in late.
Might have saw a late hit there by the Storm. I thought it was a cheap shot. One of our Cougar players got knocked down. A little frustration there by the Storm, which is going to penalize them probably 10 to 15 yards.
Yeah, that's right. Unnecessary roughness against Niagara.
Unnecessary roughness penalty does
So you're right, Sal, that goes against Niagara, and that certainly helps the Cougars. A lot more real estate now in front of Niagara here.
29-yard line, first down.
Despite the poor kick, Niagara not able to take advantage. Oh, receiver right in the middle of the field open, and wow, that was Josh Bouvier surprisingly dropping that football. First drop we've seen from him.
Yep, I'm not sure if that hit him right on the numbers or just a little bit behind, but he must be getting a little bit fatigued because it looked like every other ball's going to him, and he didn't clamp down on that one.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Chamberlain looking for Summer to throw that football, and looked like he was just trying to get rid of it there, trying to kind of wish one into a receiver, just kind of throwing it to a general area under a good amount of pressure from the Cougars, and it falls incomplete. Now a big third down here for Niagara.
You know, Cougars are still having a three-man line, but great job by that coaching staff. They're rotating their players in, coming in. They're very fresh at the D line. And with three-man line, there's going to be one guy that's got a one-on-one. It's going to go one-on-one with an O-lineman, and he's beating his man consistently.
Chamberlain going to go to the air, looking for guess who? Josh Bouvier makes the grab, and that's enough for a first down.
Forced out of bounds by David Nemersall.
That was great. A great timing route there. It looked like it was a corner route. Did it to the short side of the field and tippy-toed in and made a great catch.
First down Niagara at their own 50-yard line.
So Niagara fresh set of downs here at their own 50. We have a flag, and good pressure there from the Cougars. Matt Chamberlain, the quarterback, had his arm hit just as he was releasing that football, and it falls well short of any intended receiver, pretty much in no man's land after getting his arm hit. And we'll see what the flag is here. Likely a hold. Looks like it was in the area where you'd expect a holding call.
Now, the far side of the field, it looked like that one receiver was a little anxious, and he might have went offside, but they're going to look like they're going to decline it or take the penalty here. Let's see.
Oh, you're right. It was an offside call, but it is declined.
Yeah, it's kind of, you look in the book for that, it's a tough call if you take them back 5 yards, but time's on their side, so 2nd and 10 here.
And they're going to hand it off, trying to catch the Cougars off guard. Pretty good gain there, about 7, 8 yards with the run.
Yeah, that was a great play there with the lead off the left-hand side. Caught the Cougars off guard, expecting a pass, but did a nice job running the ball there.
So a big third down here for Niagara, 3rd and about 3. Going to the air. Oh, and it falls incomplete. Josh Bouvier, with the intended receiver, the only receiver in that area, wasn't even looking for the football.
No, it's just miscommunication. I think it's a little bit of fatigue and getting a little tired. Usually that's an out pass that they've been running in their sleep and usually getting first downs, but didn't look like he maybe hooked up and the quarterback was expecting an out pass.
So surprisingly there, some miscommunication between Chamberlain and Bouvier, and The Cougars now take over the football with 1:19 to go in this football game, up 26-12, and pretty good position to be in here for the Cougars.
You're just probably seconds away here from maybe kneeling down, but I think they're going to have to run the ball a few times and expect to see that fullback blast or a lead.
So it's Kelton Evans under center. Going to pitch it outside to number 83, touching the football for the first time of this game, Campbell Greenidge. First time we've called his name today.
Yeah, Campbell's an excellent athlete. I believe he's homeschooled and has been playing Cougar football just for a couple years. Nice to see him touch the ball and be part of this game.
Yeah, nice part of a game like this too. With that 26-12 lead, you can make some substitutions at this point, get some players in that maybe you haven't gotten in as much as you'd like to.
Mm-hmm. See if he touches it again here.
It's 2nd and 8, and it is a pitch out to Greenidge again. He's looking to get outside, and good defense there from Niagara. Looks like they held them to no gain on that time. So that brings up a 3rd and about, we'll call it a long 8.
Brings up a 3rd down and 8 at midfield.
Even though there's only 48 seconds left. Oh, no, they're going to look to punt for sure. Play Ryan Shreve probably will see on film a fake pitch and then have his athletic quarterback go to the wide side of the field and make some decisions, maybe passing and throwing, something he can put in the playbook with the excellent play action passing that they've been doing lately. I'm surprised that they kick it to one of the up backs. I think they'll be kicking it out of bounds here.
Yeah, for sure. They've done a great job with the directional kicks in this game so far. Oh, that one, though, stays in the field of play, and they're going to fake the pitch. Oh, and a great job on the coverage there from number 24, the Cougars, Moa Bari, showing his speed there, and great open field tackle on Josh Bouvier.
Just when we think we have everything figured out and want to kick it out of bounds, net there, Cougars probably gained about 10 to 15 yards with that kick up the middle instead of kicking out of bounds for only like a 15-yard punt, 15 to 20-yard punt. It looked like it was probably about a 25, 30-yard punt and only a 2-yard return. So that was a great play there. Nice tackle by Moa Bari, or else he had a lot of room. He might still be running if he didn't make that tackle.
Yeah, Moa Bari looked like he had been shot out of a cannon there. Really nice job making the tackle. Throw it. Oh, a little hook and ladder to Bouvier. Some trickery, and oh, it looks like there might have been a fumble, and the Cougars, I think, might have jumped on it. Bouvier, the recipient of the hook and ladder, and looks like there might have been a fumble on the far side of that football field, and the Cougars have the football.
That is just showing a lot of heart there by the Cougars. Up by 14 points, could have allowed that to maybe go for more yards. A lot of pursuit from the inside, and in a nice tackle. Looked like he must have touched the ball to knock that ball out of Bouvier's hands, and then other Cougars there to jump on it. So a nice play all around.
And here we go. The Cougars going to take a knee.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate it again. It was strong work. It looked like it was a great game here. It's nice to have the win for the Cougars with a 26-12 win here.
Yeah, great to have you up in the booth again, Sal Jordan joining us. Nice treat for the second half here. Of course, the president of the Chatham-Kent Cougars organization always does a great job. Really committed to making everything flow smoothly. The Cougars junior varsity squad earns a nice 26-12 victory over the Niagara Storm here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. The storm that was impending from Michigan area holds out, and the Cougars get the victory. Again, they get a home win here, 26-12 over Niagara. So once again, thank you for tuning in to TV Kojiko. On behalf of Jeff Brooks on the camera, Sal Jordan, who's already left the booth, I'm Mike James. Have yourself a great evening.